For this mini weaving loom tutorial, we used a purl and loop mini loom and a tapestry needle, 7.5 yards of DK weight yarn, 2 yards of ribbon measuring 7/16 of an inch wide, scissors, and a sewing needle and thread. We will begin by winding the warp completely around the loom from the front to the back of the loom. We start by tying a knot at the tail of your yarn. Wrap the loop around the upper left corner of the loom. Turn it over so you can see. Now wind the yarn across the groove, going back to that first groove, and go all the way around. So we have wound the warp completely around the loom, and we're at the end. Go through that last groove, then I go through and make a loop around that groove one more time, flip it over, and I am not very good at knots, so I just try to tie this securely together. Secure, and you've got good tension throughout the whole loom. We thread our tapestry needle with the linen ribbon, and this is our weft. We will begin by going under one, under, over, and repeat all the way to the end. Gently pull it through and leave about 2 inches of a tail at the end, and push the linen ribbon down to the bottom of the loom, the little ridge right here. Coming back the other way can be a little tricky because of the width of the ribbon. In this case, we want it to go under, looking like this. So we go under. Since we went over on the way there, we're going under on the way back. So the opposite. Pull it all the way through. And now we're done with our first 2 rows. And we're going to repeat this process all the way to the top. If you find that your ribbon, or the official term, the weft, gets twisted like it is right here, it's easily fixed by just flipping over the ribbon. That's not quite right, you can see. I just do it again. And there we go. So we are at the end. So now we've got to take this off of the loom. Turn it over. We've cut the back. It's going to be really loose when you take it off the loom, so be careful and don't get frustrated. We're going to leave the end down there just so it stays more intact. And what we do is take 2 ends of yarn and tie a knot. And then we're going to trim the fringe off to make it all uniform. Just like that. So we've gone across the whole row. After we do the same to the other side, we're going to sew this linen ribbon in place so it doesn't slide out. So we finished sewing the end of the ribbon together. Just did a basic straight stitch over and over and made sure it wrapped around one bit of the yarn so it wouldn't slide off. And then we just put our little end piece underneath, and we're all done. We will cut it, and we will also cut our fringe. You now have a precious little mug rug. The Purl and Loop Mini Loom is a great way to blast your stash, be it yarn, fabric, or any type of material you might want to use. Check this out and our other kits at pearlandloop.com.